The adrenals, when you're tired but can't rest. Adrenals and how they respond to long-term stress is important to know. People with adrenal patterns are often high functioning and driven, but underneath they feel wired, tired, and unable to fully rest. Physically, this can look like energy crashes, poor sleep, sugar or caffeine cravings. Who does not live on sugar and caffeine in our world? And difficulty handling stress. Same. Again, we don't handle stress well, at least not in North America. Emotionally, the adrenals reflect living in survival mode for too long, where slowing down doesn't feel safe. When we support the adrenals, we feel the body return to rhythm, resilience, and real rest. So the adrenals sit on top of the kidneys, correct? Both sides. So they work closely together, and the kidneys are all about safety and support. So if you can't relax and slow down, how can you ever feel safe and like you have support? So the adrenals and the kidneys affect one another, kind of like the gallbladder within the liver, they affect one another, correct? Adrenals, most people know it as like fight or flight, right? They get you to, there's even fawn. So adrenals are most likely tied to fight or flight, though. You'll run away or you'll put up a stink. But fawning, I think, has become a little more common. I don't think people realize how to handle situations in life anymore, so they just freeze and they don't do anything, and then you're in this constant state of being stuck, which is stressful because it's kind of like having too many options, too many forks in the road. If you have 20 different paths you can take, you don't know which one to take. Whereas if you only have two, it's a 50-50 shot. That's pretty good standards. 20, you get like what, 2% or whatever, right? 5% for every path that's in front of you. That's a pretty low percentage compared to the 50%. So having too many options can be too stressful. And I think our world is kind of like that today, where we have too many options, and it becomes very stressful for us to determine what we should and shouldn't be doing, especially with the internet and the overload of information. I love information and I love YouTube, and I watch way too much stuff on YouTube. However, I can still make decisions, but I've noticed in the world that decisions are difficult for people. So kind of a ramble. Anyways, if you resonate with anything to do with the adrenals or kidneys, comment down below.